Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and another monthly Q&A, monthly Senate Q&A, the series where I answer my senators' questions simply. Both the pre-asked ones from the Discord that you can see on the screen right now, as well as the ones from the chat above here. It seems to be quite a lot of people here, which is good to see. Ben, Jedi, Battlefront Nation, Lord Empire, Jens, Colin, Snark, Owen, Liam, a lot of people here. Nice to see you. Where does it get the music from? I guess I'll start off with that. I get all my music from epidemicsounds.com. I've made the mistake of using copyrighted music, Star Wars music before, but now I only use music from Epidemic Sounds because it's licensed through my network and I know it's 100% safe for me to use. So I'm gonna jump straight into there it is. The questions from the Discord, and I will jump back and forth a little bit to take questions from both sides. How was July? July was good. July was good. Vacation. Some you guys always, there's a couple of guys in the Discord always leave those generic questions, you know. And July was good, I guess I'll say. Did you enjoy 13th of June? Wait, that was yesterday, right? No, that was 2 days ago. Wait, 2 days ago, that was Monday, Sunday. What did I do Sunday? I don't even remember. Yeah, I did. I played some board games with friends actually, so that was a good day. What was your favorite part of June? Probably going to EA Play, being part of that live stream, meeting Janina, or sitting next to her and playing the game, and doing the live stream with Dennis. Like that whole part with EA Play was definitely my favorite part. Owen just said, since you came back, my streaming has always been stuttering, but I think it's something on your side. I hope so, because unless anyone else, I haven't noticed anyone else complaining about stuttering, so I hope it's only you. But let me know if you any of you other. Oh yeah, you're right. June was, June was. You're right. The 30th of June. I don't remember 30th of June. Okay. But my favorite part of June was over a month ago, which was EA Play. Okay, so I just messed up the 13th of June. Do you think Jen June is a fine lady? I have no idea who Jen June is, and judging by your previous questions, I don't even know if I wanna Google that. No, I'm not even gonna Google that. Opinions on Emma Watson. Good actor, I guess. Nothing special. Not like my favorite actor. Not an actor I dislike either. Do you like the Twi'leks? Yeah, I do. They're probably one of my favorite races or aliens in Star Wars, especially in Battlefront. I think they're a pretty nice species, basically, and you get to see them a lot in the Rebels and Clone Wars series. What map do you think we will get for the beta? I think this question was probably asked before that was confirmed, but they did confirm that we will be getting Assault on Theed again. But they did not. I don't think did they confirm what the Starfighter Assault. I think they said original trilogy map though, but we don't know what original trilogy map. So we'll see about that. I'd guess if it's the original trilogy, maybe Fondor, because Fondor is confirmed to be in there. However, it might be the campaign, so either Fondor or maybe like the outside the Death Star or something like that is my guess. What modes do you think will be returning? They seem to have kind of remade the whole system. Like I feel like they're gonna have Galactic Assault. I think Galactic Assault might contain like versions of like Supremacy, Walker Assault, and that kind of thing. So I don't think it's going to be the modes aren't going to work specifically like they did in the previous game, but it's more going to be like elements from it, you know, incorporated into Galactic Assault. That's how I think it's going to work. And I'm sorry that I'm not wearing my Sith robe, but it's just too hot in my apartment right now, so I would sweat my ass off if I had that. So sorry about that. What modes do you hope will be returning? Well, kind of the same, like, I don't know really. I feel like, I don't know, didn't really have it. This, Drop Zone, I guess, would be a small game that I would love to see return. Thoughts on the modding community growing on Battlefront 2050? I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see people. At first it was mostly just changing textures, but now we've gotten to the point where people can add in new like stuff that we take something from one map, put on another map, or make like Y-wings and TIE defenders flyable, or mod the AI. I think it's a lot of fun. I just hope that EA and DICE kind of leaves it alone and doesn't shut it down or something like that, because I think it's a lot of fun to see, especially the fact that people they unlock things like Hero Blast, which was in the game. So yeah. I heard that they're focusing more on content from the original era in Battlefront 2. I don't mind at all, but what do you think? Like, if I could choose, I'd prefer if they had more prequel content. But the reason to why they had more original content is simply because they had that in the first game, so they can reuse a little bit of that content, which makes sense, because otherwise they would just throw that away and then would get equal on each era. So, like, if I could choose from a blank slate, then I'd choose more prequel and more sequel trilogy stuff. But now we're getting more original trilogy at launch, but then we'll probably get more prequel trilogy at the post-launch instead. On a daily basis, how often do you look at that damage? Every time I wake up, I gotta look at that damage to get like not tired anymore. Sometimes before I go to bed, I also look at that damage. So follow up to your last month's question about your microphone. How did you remove all background noise such as PC fan and more? I don't really have a lot of background noise. Like, if I record clean, just plug it into USB, record it. My computer is so quiet that I can't hear it. However, when I did record a video that you guys will see tomorrow, I did have my laptop here, and my laptop is loud as hell when I play a game. So then I had to use, there's a thing in Audacity where you basically mark a quiet area, and then it kind of picks up on that background noise, and then it removes it from the entire part. So I do that in Audacity if I have any background noise, but that was only when I had my laptop up. If I just, like, I could put my microphone here. I don't even know if you guys can hear this. Like, if I have my head, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's very quiet. I made sure to get a cooler that is very quiet, so it isn't really a problem for my normal recordings. Is your favorite word bastard? Probably not my favorite, but I think I might use it a lot. Do you think the hero should be able to heal in Battlefront 2? In my opinion, it seems like it will be too much hero camping, especially if Boba and Han will be able to stay in the back shoot. And I don't think they should, especially now that we have health regeneration. They really should not be able to heal. The only thing I could agree with would be some of the support heroes, that they could possibly give faster health regeneration, a little bit like the support class, or is it called support? How am I forgetting these kind of things? The officer, I mean the officer class. Yeah, like the officer class where it can give you a boost that makes you quicker regenerate health. That I'd be fine with. Also a little bit of a bonus, but it shouldn't be like, here's a hero pickup, here's half your health. Not that kind of healing. So yeah. Let's see. Is Owen your favorite senator? As I said before, I'm not gonna pick any favorites, guys. You guys keep trying to push that. I'm not gonna pick any favorites. How many senators do you think you'll have by the time Battlefront 2 is out? Maybe 100. I have 80 right now. I'm not expecting too much of a growth because I won't be able to stream much before the release. Like, there's not gonna be too much I can stream. The beta, yes, but that's only, what is it, 5 or 6 days. So I will push streaming a lot during that time, but between that and the release, there's probably not going to be a lot of streaming. So I'd imagine I'll probably grow my Senate a little bit more after the release, when I can be a little bit more consistent with the Battlefront streams, if that makes sense. Okay, I don't even know. Healer from Thoron. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a nice. That new Thor movie looks really good. I don't remember what it's called again, but I like the previous Thor movies, especially the first one. So I think it might turn out to be a good movie. Do you think? What? Do you think hyperthink, or do you think hyperthink fast? I have no idea. You guys leave so much weird questions. Is this a good GIF? No, it's not. XD, no. I should switch your name again. to wait, where did I do that? No, I'm not gonna do that. Admiral Jedi Inferno 337 asks, what do you think of the Inferno squad outfits? Do you like the way they're similar to TIE pilots? Kind of both. Like, I like because they are pilots, so it makes sense for them to have that. However, I would love to have seen like maybe a separate helmet they would put on when they were down on the ground doing that kind of warfare, because it feels like it must be quite clunky to have that helmet. They should have something more streamlined, something that feels like a battle helmet. I don't mind it, but I do think they should have separate helmets for when they're like flying a TIE fighter as opposed to running around corners shooting rebels, you know? That's should be different in my opinion. Which football team do you support? Hammarby. If you had to pick 3 DLC seasons to be in Battlefront 2, which ones would you pick? Oh, good question. If we're talking after the Last Jedi season, I'd probably go for like Geonosis with Grievous and Obi-Wan, and then maybe what else could we take? Probably Coruscant with Anakin, and I would also love to get Cad Bane. And a third one, what could that be? A third one. What other planet? There's a lot of planets to pick from, so I think Felucia. Although I think it's not the most popular planet, I think Felucia has a very cool environment. So I'd love to see Felucia, and of course that would be with, probably be with, oh my god, how can I forget her name? Ayla Secura, and or actually Mace Windu might be able to be there. It's just Ayla Secura is on that planet in the movie, obviously, but I prefer Mace Windu, and then probably Dooku. I can't even pronounce it properly. So yeah. Do you think we will get a bodyguard system again, Imperial Guards? No, I don't. I think they will be available through the battle point system instead. We've already seen that Death Troopers are going to be there, so they won't be like a Krennic Guard. So I don't think the bodyguard system is returning, and I think it's better with the new system with battle points. Do you read any Star Wars comics? No, I actually have not read any Star Wars comics. I'm just going to quickly swap over and see. I think I had some question about favorite blaster from Battlefront 2 from Ben. Oh, that question is actually cut off in the stream, but I can see it here. What was my favorite blaster? That's a good question. Probably the is it called CR5? Basically the rapid fire assault blaster. There was 2 for each class, and the rapid one for assault. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but yeah, that was my favorite. Okay, this is just all. I'm gonna Dave fidget spinner reaction to that. What are you most excited about in Battlefront 2? I would say, for gameplay wise, playing the heroes, but just in general for the game, I would say the progression, because I thought the last game personally had a lot of very fun gameplay. There just wasn't any reason to like progress, nothing at all. You unlocked everything so quickly that you didn't really feel like you had a reason to play more than just like play to kill people. So I'm really excited to constantly have something to progress towards, like be okay, I want to get all the legendary cards, or get all the epic cards for this class, and that's not something you will get in like a day or two, but it's something. CR2 was the name. Okay, thank you very much. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to having this long progression, even if the heroes, and being able to like swap out. Oh, let's say I want to have a Darth Maul, and I put all my freaking oh my god, this emoji spam, and I put all my star cards towards his lightsaber throw, or all of them towards his force choke, or something like that. I'm really excited for that. So how many seasons of content do you think there will be? And you think they will have the same amount of content in each one? I think they're probably gonna have similar amount of content in each one. In terms of how many, if we had let's say 4.5 for the previous game, if we say 1 per each DLC and then half for Jakku, just a really rough guess, I would say that they might be planning out, let's say, 6 seasons from the start, if we include the so it's a little bit more than the previous one. But then I think after that they will be basically evaluating how much microtransactions did we sell, did we make enough money to keep providing people with new seasons for years to come. That's probably what they want. They want to have this as a live service game that they can expand to become kind of the Battlefront that's going to have everything from every era, every hero, every planet, you know. But that doesn't work if 95% of the player base disappears and no one buys microtransactions. So that's what I think. They have like a set amount, maybe 4 to 6 seasons that they are gonna do guaranteed, and then after that they will evaluate, did we sell enough loot boxes to actually do more content, if that makes sense. Who is your favorite clone? -5. It's probably Rex. I really like Rex in Rebels. After Battlefront 2, what do you think is on the horizon for us Star Wars fans gamers? Do you think it will be harder for developers to come up with new ways of implementing Star Wars into games? If you had to design a game after Battlefront 2, what would it be? Well, first of all, we will most likely get Visceral's game next year, and then Respawn's game after that. As in, if we're getting a new Battlefront game, I'm not sure. I feel like if they're gonna fill this game out with so much content with the post-launch, it feels like it would kind of be stupid to make a new game. Another thing I could see them doing is possibly releasing a massive expansion pack or something that could cost money in like 2 years from now. If I could design a game, I would love to get a mature like 18 plus game or 15 plus or whatever, I don't know how those ratings work, that is similar to Force Unleashed, but that is canon and that is a little bit more like it's gonna be more mature, so you can actually slice off limbs, you can decapitate someone, do that kind of stuff that normally isn't in Star Wars and will most likely not happen either. But that's if I could choose to design a game, I would like a really good force combat and lightsaber combat single player story that is mature. That would be my my hope. Who was more incompetent, Nida, top, or also bottom? Definitely also. Like he was being such a dick to his like other people. That's nothing, and then it turns out it's actually the rebel base, and then he screwed up with the walkers. That was him, right? Yeah. Like I mean he came, I mean not the walkers, I mean he came out too quickly from hyperspace and so on. So yeah, I also was more incompetent. Here's another. Is that Nida? No, that's another. I don't even remember. Oh, that's the deleted scene, isn't it? I'm not sure. I have noticed you're growing a beard. Yeah, a little bit. I've seen people hating it and people loving it. That's very true. But what made you want to grow one? It's kind of like I just wanted to see what happens if I'm lazy, basically. Nothing like, oh, I really want to have a beard. But then me and my friend made like a deal. Okay, let's see who can do it the longest without shaving it off. And the only thing I realized is that I have like the worst beard growth genes ever. No one in my family has a good beard. Like no one has a beard because they know it will look like crap. So I'll probably shave it off fairly soon, I think, because it's not really, it doesn't turn out like this, you know, like a good beard does. So we'll see. What is your favorite memory of Star Wars from your childhood? Ooh, that's a tough one. I honestly don't have too many Star Wars related. The one thing I do remember, I would say, is after I'd watched all the Star Wars movies and before the Revenge of the Sith was released, that was 2005, so I was like 11 or 10. I think I was 10 years old when they released it, and I remember my mom told me about that. That was like the darkest Star Wars movie so far, and I was really excited to see it because I knew it would like tie up everything together. So that's probably my favorite memory, watching Revenge of the Sith for the first time, because obviously I was too young to, like, the first movies came out before I was born. How did you add viewer and likes counter on the stream? I use something, let's see what it's called again. I can check it out in OBS. It's called like chrisplaysgames.com/likecount.html, and then there's like a code where I basically insert the video ID. So before every stream, I copy in the video ID from the scheduled event, and then it updates. It's pretty simple. You can just Google it or go to chrisplaysgames.com, because he has like a service where you basically just, it's a link simply, and all you need to do is add the ID from the video. Which social media platform do you think would die out first? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat? I don't think anyone will die out completely, but probably Facebook. It's getting, at least I'm using Facebook less and less, Twitter more and more, because Facebook is just so cluttered with crap. Like seriously, what is like 5% of all the content in my feed is from actual like friends saying something. The rest is like videos and ads, and like it's just, I don't like it. So yeah, don't know if this question has been asked before, but have you ever had any pets? No, I actually haven't. I think my dad is allergic to like cats and dogs, not too severely, but we just never had a pet. I've been thinking about getting a dog sometime in the future. Not sure when and which race yet, but possibly sometime in the future. What happened to General Fox? I honestly have no idea. He just completely disappeared from his Twitter account one day and then to never be seen again. Well, you're posting things on Facebook pretty often. I never post stuff on Facebook, very rarely. Not sure if you mean my Battlefront page. I don't even take care of my Battlefront updates Facebook page, because I just hate going to Facebook, to be honest. On Twitter, I love Twitter, so that's like the way it is. So remember when I asked you a couple of months ago if you knew Anomaly? We'll follow up on the AC Hot. Like I said, Anomaly went in my university class, but I barely remember him. Like it wasn't until afterwards I knew he was Anomaly, and I think someone showed me a picture of him, so I've just seen like one picture. You're gonna have to Google that and judge for yourself if you're attracted to him or not. I won't do it because I'm not. And here's KFM with the order, because as you can see, the emojis started getting out of hand. Why is everyone sad? We need a rip. Should we ban KFM for respecting the blob gods? No. No. Where's the no marker at? Couldn't find it. F to pay. Press F to pay respects to General Fox. Indeed, he'll be back. He's probably yeah. I know, Echo. But the thing is, the last like 10 posts on my Battlefront updates page was actually made by a friend. I didn't even do it myself. Do you think Battlefront 2 will have a collector's edition? No, I don't. I think, unfortunately, collector's editions are a loss of money for a lot of companies, which I didn't know, which is why they don't do them. But I still feel like they could have made a lot of money from a Star Wars collector's edition, because, you know, Star Wars fans love buying random crap that they don't need. I would pay $150 for a really awesome collector's edition with like no bad right away. So I think there might be like collector's editions, unofficial ones that local companies do, like, oh, you can get the Inferno Squad figurine together with it, but it's not going to be an official collector's edition. But I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like if there was one, they should probably have announced it by now, to be honest. What kind of juicy, tasty memes do you find satisfying? Prequel memes, of course. Prequel memes is my favorite. Favorite month of the year? Probably June, because of EA Play and E3 and all that kind of stuff. What is the best Christmas present? Or actually, I might have to swap that out to November and December. December, because that's where all the Star Wars movies has been released up until next year. And November, because that's when the Battlefront games are released. So it's kind of hard to say. What is the best Christmas present you ever got? Oof, that is a very tough question. I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. Could it be? I don't know. I'm sorry. I keep getting these questions. Who's the best? I'm not gonna answer that. Banned question. Who's your favorite senator in Star Wars? Now we're talking about the other real senators. Favorite senator except for Palpa. Oh man, I don't know. Like I don't even know that many senators, to be honest. Padme, I guess. Who's your favorite Sith in the Old Republic? I honestly I don't know too much about the Old Republic to answer that. I guess I'd say Darth Bane because he was the creator of the Rule of Two. That's the only like relation I have to him. Who's your favorite Jedi and why? That one is a tough one. Favorite Jedi? Could it potentially be Ahsoka maybe? I like the gray Jedi part of not following the Jedi orders, very strict and sometimes stupid rules. So possibly Ahsoka. Or just Yoda because he's awesome. I don't know. I don't really have a really close favorite. Favorite clone trooper and why? Again, it's Rex, like I said earlier, because he's awesome in the Rebel series. Mine is 5s. Oh yeah, this is exactly the same thing as above. Favorite lightsaber color and why? White, I might say. I love Ahsoka's white lightsabers, although I would love to see them in the movie as well. Otherwise, I'd probably say purple, because you know, freaking Samuel L. Jackson with a purple lightsaber is pretty epic. What is your thoughts on different classes having different amounts of health? I think it's very good. It creates such a more interesting balance when you play, as it doesn't like you don't always know exactly how much damage something will do unless you see what class it is. You know, oh, this blaster is gonna one shot a specialist to the head, but it won't one shot an officer or assault class. So I really like that. I think that's a very good thing, to be honest. Do you find a gentleman? No, I don't. No, you're not gentleman. I don't even know why you spell it like that. So many meme questions I'm probably missing out. If Anakin is in the game, who should voice him? Hayden or Matt Latter? Who voiced Anakin in the Clone Wars TV show? I'd prefer Hayden because of authenticity, but I think I'd be okay with Matt. I'd probably be okay with both, but I'd choose Hayden first because it's gonna if Anakin was in Battlefront 2, he would probably look more like in the movies, simply because the Frostbite engine is so freaking realistic that I think it would be more natural to have Hayden's voice. But again, Matt's voice would work as well. Well, you guys can make sure to ask your live questions in the chat, because I think I'm running out here fairly soon. If these were your choices for heroes in the next Battlefront game, choose who would you rather have and why out of the two choices. Wait, if these were your choices, so I can only choose one combo. Oh, okay, now I understand. Mace Windu or Ki-Adi-Mundi? Mace Windu because he's badass. Kit Fisto or Plo Koon? Kit Fisto, I really like his battle style. Qui-Gon Jinn or Shakti? Qui-Gon Jinn because he's like, you know, Samuel L. Jackson. He's pretty badass. I would love to see more of him because we've seen so little of him in the movie. These guys, I've got to Google those guys. Who the hell are those? Sae-Si-Tin. Okay, so Sae-Si-Tin is this guy, whom I have like no relation to at all. I've probably seen. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, he dies against Palpatine. Okay, and then who's the next guy? Agent Kollar. This guy I honestly don't even recognize. Oh, he also dies from Palpatine. Okay, so I guess I'd probably go for the Sae-Si-Tin because like he's in the Clone Wars series at least. So yeah. What did I say? Qui-Gon Jinn was played by Samuel L. Jackson? No, I meant Mace Windu is played by Samuel L. Jackson. Qui-Gon Jinn is Liam Neeson. I don't know why. Did I actually say Samuel L. Jackson? No, I meant Liam Neeson, of course. That's that's embarrassing. Which one of these faces is the best creepy face? Probably this one. This is the OG creepy face. That's that one. I don't even know where it comes from, to be honest. What model of Asus ROG do you have? Oh, I'm gonna have to Google that 1 second. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I know the specs, right? It's a 1070. Let's see here. If we go here, it's called Asus ROG GL502VS FY081T. It's a 15-inch laptop, i7 6700K HQ, sorry, 16GB RAM, 500GB SSD, 1070 GTX, Windows 10. That's what it is. That was on the Blue Milk video. Oh, really? Did I make that creepy face in the Blue Milk video? Well, that's interesting. Do you think Coruscant will be part of the single player story since it was prominent in the book? That's a good question, actually. There's like not really any battles there in the book. Like they're just there for the office, basically. I haven't finished the entire book yet, but they are there for like the office. And I think so. I don't think Coruscant will be in the campaign. Would you rather be a Death Trooper or a Royal Guard? I think the Royal Guard seems to be more chill. You barely have to battle. You just stand there with Palpatine and just chill. Do you prefer the Valken 38X or the 880 CFE? The Valken. I did not like the burst. The 880 CFE is the burst weapon, burst sniper. But I felt like it was kind of awkward sniping with a burst rifle because the recoil made it hard to hit all the shots, and I usually just hit like the first or the second, whereas the Valken is more like a proper sniper, almost like a bolt rifle sniper, I would say. So I think I prefer the Valken. Favorite Palpatine moment in the original trilogy? That's a good one. I mean, we don't see him that much, do we? Isn't it only in episode 6 that we actually see him physically, like do stuff? Otherwise we just see him through a hologram, if I remember correctly. It's probably favorite moment is just the end of episode 6, the entire thing there, I think, with the battle with Luke and so on. Do you think your channel could hit 200k subscribers by the end of the year? Wait, that's basically, it's 4 months left. August, September, October, November, 5 months. So I basically need to get 10k subs a month, which is really high. I'll probably get a lot less than that the next couple of months, but potentially I could get 10k like after the release. So I would say it's plausible, but I'm not sure, to be honest. Are you planning any more trips further this year? I can't talk about all my future plans, but I guess the trips I can say is of course Gamescom and then Japan, probably. But Japan has nothing to do with Battlefront. It's just like vacation. I've always wanted to go there, so I might be going there in October after the beta. If the Battlefront series were to stop, would you then keep your channel name or switch it? I've already planned to switch my channel name, to be honest, because Star Wars games are just gonna get bigger and bigger, and I want to keep covering them. So I'll probably change my name about a year from now or so. Like, there's no reason for me to switch it now. The name is gonna do me very good with this release and all the post-launch content. But once other games start to get a lot of interest, I will probably switch it to something. I'd like to get a more personal name, but that still indicates Star Wars somehow. And I would also make it extremely clear in like 10 videos that I will not be changing my content in any way. It's just that if I start making a lot of videos about other Star Wars games, it's kind of stupid to have Battlefront updates in the name. So we'll see about that. Star Wars updates is a little bit too generic for me. I would like to have a more personal name. What do you think the chances are of an open world Star Wars game? Not sure. I mean, it could potentially be what Respawn are working on. It's hard to say. Chances are moderate, I guess I would say. Since it's confirmed that mods will be coming to Battlegrounds, do you think anyone would make a Star Wars mod, and how would it work? Ooh, I honestly have no idea how it would work, but I would love to. I would love to drop down 100 people on the map stormtroopers, rebels, whatever, and all the weapons are just blasters, and you can like find speedy bugs to run around. Like, oh my god, that would be so fun. There's not, I can never see Disney ever allowing an official game like Battlegrounds, like a battle royale Star Wars game. But man, that would be so epic. Imagine Battlegrounds, exact same mechanics, just other weapons, other vehicles, other characters. That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. I would love to do it. Is England your city? Is Stockholm your planet? Is Sweden? It is. England is my city, Stockholm is my planet, and Sweden is my galaxy. Oh, I love that song. Or like I hate that song, but I also love that those parts. You know, what's his name again? Something Crompton. Nick Crompton, that's his name, right? Crompton, whatever. That guy is just like, oh my god. How do you like Stone show that? It doesn't look Stone to me, but he's pretty good in the Clone Wars series. What is your favorite? What is the best Narwhal Dave emoji? Oh wow, I'm gonna have to look carefully on this. Oh, this is the one from my vlog when he's dabbing. Where's the fidget spinner one? You missed the fidget spinner emoji. I think I'll take this one and the dabbing on the top of the mummy. So when you play Battlegrounds, do you prefer solo, duo, or squad? Probably duos or squads. I think all have their charm, but duos or squad doesn't really matter too much to me. Duos is probably when I do the best, so I think duos is my favorite. But yeah, let's go back to the chat here and see if we have any questions from here. Can we get a hint on the name? But I haven't decided on a name yet. Like I'm gonna have a year now to think about what could I potentially call my channel. Like I want something that's personal. Like it doesn't have to have Elliot in it, but I mean it should be like a channel name, so to say. And I also want it to somehow hint towards Star Wars games. Like I don't even know if it's possible to get all of this, but those two things I would love to have somehow. But it's gonna be tricky. I have a long time to think. Where are you up to on the Flash? I haven't watched that for a while now, so I'm still at the start of season 2. Do you think we will get the Coruscant space battle? I'd prefer to have more than 3 to 4 ships fighting in the background if they actually add it. I feel like they can't really add that one, because if they want to give that one justice, there has to be like hundreds of capital ships, and there's like no game engine in the entire world that could possibly support that. On a like Frostbite engine fidelity, graphic fidelity. So I feel like if they did Coruscant space battles, it would be kind of underwhelming, if you know what I mean, because it wouldn't feel like in a movie. So I don't think they're gonna do that. I'm going to miss the Battlefront updates name. Well, if they do announce that, like, I haven't decided 100% that I'm gonna switch it. Like, we'll see in a year from now. If my channel is booming and doing really good, they're releasing new seasons every 2 or 3 months, and my channel is getting millions of views every month, then I'll probably keep it. But once I see it's going down a bit and I need to focus over to other Star Wars games, I will probably switch it. Do you like Hubert Thawne? I don't know how much I'm gonna spoil or. Yeah, it was an interesting storyline. I guess I'll say that. Are you planning to read any Star Wars books after finishing Inferno Squad? Yes, the next book I'm gonna get is probably Darth Plagueis, and then after Darth Plagueis, I will probably get all the new ones that's actually canon, like the, what are they called? Aftermath. And those ones. Did you see the Last Jedi leaks which unveiled Snoke's look and his guards? Yes, I did. Those guards look pretty good. What they call like Praetorian guards? Those look pretty cool actually. Are you planning to do more Battlefront 2015 streams and videos? Videos, yes. Streams, I don't know. After my last stream, I was kind of like put off to even play more Battlefront. It just feels too dead to me, to be honest. So we'll see. 5-hour stream celebrating 150k. Potentially. I am unfortunately very busy the next couple of weeks, 2 weeks or so. I will be away a lot, basically. So I don't know how much streaming I will be able to do. We'll see. Phasma book seems yeah, Phasma book might be one I'll get as well, because she was so underwhelming in The Force Awakens that I'd love to hear more about her. Are you excited to see Crate in Battlefront 2? Honestly, from what we've seen so far, it just seems like a Tatooine and Jakku 2.0. So like, I can't say that I'm like super excited to see Crate, because I'm so damn tired of sand planets. So honestly, I'm not like super excited. I wish they would add like a jungle planet or something soon. Like Scarif was a really good addition. I loved it. And Takodana pretty good. Like it's good that we're getting that in the game, because Takodana is like a little bit like an Endor but with more lakes and stuff. But I would love like a Felucia type planet to come back. Have you made tomorrow's top 5 players yet? Because I need to kind of submit a lot of clips. I have made it. I rendered it just before this video, and I think you will be happy about it, Liam. That's all I say. Please no more Battlefront 2015 streams, they are dead. Yeah, I'm planning to do more Battlegrounds streams. Like honestly, I got more viewers streaming Battlegrounds the last time. How would you feel about a Mustafar map, and what do you think could be the best heroes versus villains matchup? A Mustafar map it would kind of have to be like an interior map, like in the old games where you play through the facilities and stuff. So I would love to see like a small version of that for whatever small game mode they have in plan. It's like and what do you think the best hero versus villain matchup is good? Oh man, if we can play Palpatine versus Yoda in this game, that is going to be so epic. I don't think they've confirmed Palpatine yet, but I really hope it's going to be. I feel like they kind of need to have Palpatine and Vader. And I guess it depends on how they're deciding to do on the cross era heroes. But please let me play Palpatine against Yoda. That's what I want to do. Favorite Legends character? I mean, Darth Plagueis isn't a Legends he is canon. So what favorite? I don't know too many Legends characters, to be honest. I'd probably say Darth Bane is canon now as well. I haven't followed along Legends too much, so I'm sorry. I don't just want to pick a Legends character just to say it. I'd rather say no, I don't have a favorite. Have you got your beta code yet? Since many of my friends have got it and I haven't. No, I haven't pre-ordered the game yet, simply because I'll probably get it from EA somehow. Otherwise, I'll pre-order it just before the beta instead. Did you read Thrawn? No, that's probably another book on my to-do list. What do you want to see from the final season of Rebels? I want to see proper redemption for Ahsoka. I want to see like proper closure for her. Either how she dies or something, you know, proper closure. I also want to see closure for all the characters, where they will be like we know Hera will survive because she's in Rogue One. Chopper we see as well in Rogue One. For the rest of them, I want to know exactly what happens to them. What else do I want? I want to see Thrawn. I'm assuming Thrawn is gonna die, because obviously he's not in the movies. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's about it. Favorite character of Inferno Squad? I've only read about half the book so far, and I would probably... I don't know. For some reason, I like... what's his name again? Del a lot. Like the technician with all the cool things, and he was the one who modified the droid. I kind of like Del. He's a pretty chill character, you know? Will you watch Arrow? Probably not soon. I've actually started watching Mr. Robot recently. When are you planning to do another stream? I don't know. Like I said, I'll be quite away, I guess you could say, the next couple of weeks. So we'll see when I have time. How many times have you watched the Clone Wars series? I've only watched Clone Wars and Rebels once. Have you finished the audiobook? No, I'm halfway through. What are your thoughts on how they should improve anti-cheat in Battlefront 2? I don't know how to improve it, just ban people. Have a system that actually goes through the reports and goes, oh, this guy is obviously hacking because he can have like no cooldown on his abilities. Ban him. Like, just better ban system. I don't know exactly how those work and what they can do, but yeah. What did you first think of Ahsoka when you saw her for the first time? I'm not an Ahsoka fan. I'm not very fond of her, especially when she's Anakin's Padawan. I guess she was a little bit childish at first, but I didn't like hate her or something. But I liked the fact that when she grew, you could kind of see how she was affected by Anakin, you know, like actually seeing that little, not dark side, but you know, a little bit of that from Anakin, which I thought was pretty cool. So I really I liked Ahsoka, good character. How about you streams on Counter-Strike Go? No, I played like Counter-Strike Go 2 times. It's basically if my friends are lacking one player for the competitive, I join, because I don't play a lot of Counter-Strike. What do you think of Kylo's tie? You disappoint me so much because of Arrow. I don't know. What do you think of Kylo's tie silencer? It looks like a pretty cool ship to me. Not sure what else to say. In before Elliot doesn't get sent the game. I'll just buy it then. Nope, I haven't watched Spider-Man Homecoming yet. I have a quite big to-do list in terms of movies. I want to watch Spider-Man, Dunkirk. Is it called Dunkirk? Oh, wait, did I just completely butcher that? It's called Dunkirk, right? Yeah, Dunkirk. And then I want to watch. Oh, there's some other superhero movies. No, oh well, I want to watch those 2 at least. I'm on chapter 13 right now, so I'm almost at the same place as you, Owen. What are your thoughts about squad system in Battlefront 2? For me, it's annoying to play with random players and die in 10 seconds. I like the system they have now for when you play with random players, because that means you will always spawn in with a squad. However, they need to have a permanent squad system, like that you can choose, hey, you're playing with these 3 friends, you can always be with them. Because I think it's really stupid if you play with friends and you end up in different spawn waves all the time. Favorite planet in Star Wars? Oof, that's a tough one. I'm probably gonna go on like looks. In that place, maybe Takodana. Oh man, or Naboo. I don't know actually. It's quite a tough one. Do you think that rather than making a new Battlefront game after Battlefront 2, they will just keep adding seasons for years to come? That's what I'm guessing that they're hoping to do. But that all depends on how well the game is received, how well people buy microtransactions, and I think it has a lot to do with that. So that's probably the plan. I don't think, like as I said, if they release a lot of content and they cover the majority of the stuff from the Star Wars universe, it would just be stupid to remake that all the time again. Did you play Pokemon Blue when you was a kid? Pokemon Red was my thing. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Ruby. I played all those Generation 1, 2, and 3, and those were the 3 games I had. And I also played the, what do they call it? Ruby Red and Leaf Green or something like that. No, not Ruby Red. Fire Red and Leaf Green. I love Pokemon, like seriously. I played the Pokemon Go for a few months, but then I got bored of it. But I love the Game Boy Advance SP with Pokemon was the shit. What do you think about the growth of Skirmish in Battlefront through mods? I think it's pretty good. Personally, not a huge fan of Skirmish. I think it's good to have, but just personally, I think it's a waste of development time for me. I understand why the community wants it. I understand it's good to have in the game in general for when the servers die or whatever. But personally, I would prefer it if they put those developers to create more multiplayer content. That's for me, okay? So, for the community, I understand. For me personally, I think Skirmish is a waste. I'm not gonna say anything about Sen, so I don't spoil anything. Favorite meme of all time? Man, I don't know. Do you want a full Star Wars game, not just 5 minutes? Yes! Yes, I recently played the what's it called? The Trials on Tatooine, and it's literally like a 30-second gameplay scene where you get to actually wave a lightsaber and deflect shots, and that was so epic. Like seriously, it felt so. You literally could do like this, and if you hit the lightsaber bolt perfectly, it bounced in that direction, and you could deflect it on the stormtroopers. I was like, I want a full game of this. So yes, I do want that. How long will Battlefront 2 be alive? That's so hard to say right now. I mean, I feel like it should be alive for at least longer than the previous game. Favorite kind of sashimi? Oh, probably salmon or tuna. Otoro, the really expensive part, is good. Would you want to see a server browser added? Yes, I don't see any reason to not have it. Kashyyyk is probably one of my favorite planets as well. I completely forgot about that one. Force Unleashed 1 or Force Unleashed 2? Force Unleashed 1 for story, Force Unleashed 2 for gameplay, because it's newer and more polished. Do you think you could do a Battleground stream with people like Alex and Hello Guido sometime? Yes, I'd love to try that. I've done one now with Pony Lion, I've done one with Tommy T999, and then I've done a couple with my friends. It's a little bit trickier with Alex because of the time zones, but I will try. I have played some Battlegrounds with him, but it has to be a very late for him and early for me, so we'll see. I will probably not do a public Discord because that's not really the way I want to run my Discord. I like the fact that I can follow along it right now and actually I basically respond to people and know who's there. So yeah, I don't think I will be doing a public one, at least not right now, because I personally haven't seen any public one that I want it to be like, if that makes sense. But I think that's going to wrap up this Q&A. We're closing in on almost an hour now, which is how it's been the last few months. So again, big thank you for all your support, all the senators. We're now at 80, and as I said, maybe we'll hit 100 later this year. So thank you very much for that support. If they add server browsers, will you host tournaments? I'll probably do that. Okay, last few questions here, and then I'll cut it off. Do you think we'll soon get some sequel era gameplay or screenshots, since I don't think we have shown much of it? Probably. How is Mr. Stormtrooper? If you're meaning my guy up there, he's good. He hasn't fallen down. How many seasons already responded to that? Have you seen the leaked Infinity War trailer? I think I did. It was pretty epic, yes. Thank you very much, gents. I'm glad you enjoyed the Q&A. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Make sure to leave your questions in the Discord. If any of you guys watching who are senators for some reason aren't in the Discord, because I think right now there's only like 50 people in there, 60 people, make sure to join. Just simply link your YouTube account to your Discord account and you will get access. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.